Happy Thanksgiving. Good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. But it is Thanksgiving if you're in the United States of America. If you're not in the United States of America, well then, happy Thursday to you. Anyway, folks, it's been a long time since I've told a story. It's been a long time. There's been a lot of shit going on. And I just haven't had the chance to sit down and just spew story nonsense at the camera. And most of the stuff that I've been spewing lately has not been of the kind variety. Therefore, I've restrained from spewing said things. But it's Thanksgiving. Like, what kind of a person would I be if I didn't provide you with a Thanksgiving story? So, as I get the music ready, I ask that you chillax and allow me to take you into the world of Omen G's stupid, scary stories. Thanksgiving Live! That's right, it's live, right? And it's Thanksgiving, so it's Thanksgiving Live. Stupid, scary story. Now, what the fuck am I going to talk about is the question. I don't know. I have no idea yet. Right? I mean, I could pick up from a bunch of things that were definitely left off, but I'm not going to do that. All right? What I am going to do, however, is tell you about how it's been getting ready for this whole Thanksgiving thing, right? Now, first let me fix this so that you guys aren't catching the double sound. There we go. Let me see. Well, how's it been going, you say, Omen? How's it been going? Terrible. Terrible. You would think that the only thing that you have to worry about around this time of year is, you know, feeding your family and shit like that, turkey dinners, stuffing so delicious, mac and cheese, gravy, biscuits. Depending on where you are, you may have a casserole or two, I don't know. Me, I was thinking perhaps, maybe this year, maybe, right? I was thinking maybe I would try some turkey. A couple of Cornish game hens. Maybe a duck. Word got out to the goddamn birds in the area and fucking shit's been on ever since. As you can see now, you don't see me running around in an apron cooking shit. Why? Because I haven't been able to get any of the things that I wanted. When they found out that I planned on eating any of them at all, right, you know, they made an assault on the ingredients for the things that I needed to make other stuff. And of course, they made themselves pretty fucking scarce. You know, go to the fucking grocery store looking for some macaroni so I can make mac and cheese. Elbow macaroni, people. Elbow macaroni. No elbow macaroni, right? So I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll get some small shells. No small shells. Had to use ziti. Was mad about it. Angry. It's supposed to be mac and cheese, not ziti and cheese. Anybody ever heard of ziti and cheese? Maybe you have, but not me. Anyway, I was mad about this, right? I got on the phone. I called up the coalition of fowl in the area. I said, hey, what the fuck's going on here? Look, it's bad enough I can't have any duck, chicken, or turkey. And I wasn't going to turducken you.
Sure, how much?
I would have had you all separate. All separate. Would have been separate. But no. Now, I have no poultry. None whatsoever. No poultry. And what's with the macaroni and shit? No small shells either. A fucking bird on the other end of the phone said, listen, alright, chirp. We don't quite appreciate you sticking your nose in our business. Like what business? The business of eating you? I mean, that's always been the business between man and bird. We eat you. That's what happens. Like, why are you trying to change things up now all of a sudden? That's not what we're talking about. Well, then what are you talking about? Plush. Oh, come on, what the... Listen, this guy Plush is causing me enough problems as it is. You understand what I'm saying? I really don't have anything. Oh, don't try to tell us that. Don't tell us that. We know you're working with him. I'm not working with him. And saying stuff like that's going to get me in trouble with certain people that I don't want to be in trouble with. People like who? You know who I'm talking about. I know you know Captain Hawk. He's probably eating some of your fucking kids. Yeah, the silence on the phone told me volumes. That they weren't really cool with Detective Bear and his peoples. They were trying to scare me, which, it worked a little bit because I know every single time somebody mentions fucking Detective Bear, this guy ends up calling me. And that's exactly what the fuck he did. I get a phone call as I'm walking back to my house and shit. Hello? Hey, how you doing, Detective Bear? How's everything been? Everything's been what it's been. And you know what I'm getting ready to tell you. No, I don't know what you're getting ready to tell me. I need to know a few things before I start to hibernate. One of those things is, have you gotten yourself a lawyer yet? Do I need one? No, but I'd like you to bring one. Maybe. Bring one where? Well, we have some more questions to ask you, so bring your ass down here. He hung up in my face. Now, let me tell you something. This grassy knoll is not so grassy now. It's cold. Leaves are falling off the trees. I go there anyway, right? Go there anyway. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, I hope you didn't wear any animal stuff. No, I've learned my lesson. I only had a little raccoon hat because it was cold. Tail, I made sure I took it off before I went out there so they didn't see the tail hanging and think that I had a raccoon on my head. And we're like, hey, Jim, how you doing? And then realize it's not Jim. It's a hat, right? So I took the tail part off. It's cold, I told you. So, I get there. And what do you fucking know? Who's sitting there at the front desk? Someone I haven't seen there before. His name was Rick. Fucking raccoon. He knew off the rip. He knew off the rip. He's like, yeah, they told me about you. I'm like, what they tell you about me? That you're an insensitive sack of shit that thinks it's okay to wear us around us. Well, listen, at this point, I really don't care, okay? Next thing you know, I'll take a picture of me laying on my bearskin rug that I have in my log cabin with the heads of your friends mounted on my wall. Now, of course, I don't have any of these things, people. I don't have any of these things. But this is a fucking raccoon talking shit to me. He's usually rooting around in trash and shit. I be seeing him trying to act like he's all prestigious and shit, fucking trash-eating, dumpster-dogging bastard. Anyway, though, right? He's sitting there giving me the eyeballs, a little mask on, looking like he's about to rob me and shit. He pulls out a gun. Ha! He does pull out a gun. Fucking robs me. He doesn't even fucking work there. But, me being prejudiced, I suppose, thinking that all animals work together and shit, I thought he was working with them. But he wasn't working with them. So here I am, robbed by a raccoon with like $50. My vape and shit. Little pen that I had, little candy apple rain. I was mad. How am I getting robbed in the fucking Woodland PD? Now, of course, from the back steps the goddamn rabbit. Hey, how you doing? I'm like, where the fuck were you at? Huh? I just got robbed by a fucking raccoon. At your fucking establishment. I think you guys should pay me back my $50. And my vape. And my candy apple rain that I just got and I want it back. Well, that's something you're going to have to take up with Detective Bear. I don't give a fuck about any of your stuff. Okay? Nice raccoon hat. Did you get robbed by a raccoon? He's in back. So, I go back there. It's dark, right? The lights are off. It's like a small, looks like a glow coming from the corner of Detective Bear's office, right? He's facing it. He's not looking at me at all. I don't like this. Why is it so dark? Is what I'm thinking. I don't ask him because I don't really want to know the answer. But he tells me anyway as I walk in. Listen, I'm getting ready for hibernation, right? And usually at this time, I'd be eating stuff. Instead of eating, I'm talking to you. Are you talking to me? Because you're not looking at me when you're talking. You're looking at, I don't even know what are you looking at? Don't worry about what I'm looking at, goddammit. I told you I wanted more information on Plush and I haven't gotten any of it lately. This motherfucking squirrel is running around out there making things happen that I don't want happening. Look, Detective Bear, you know, I don't understand how laws work in the woods because I'm not from there. You know, I'm a human, I'm not a woodland creature. So I don't know if you're trying to get me to make him do something that's entrapment. That's entrapment. I can't do that. You guys trap things all the time. Just the other day, my cousin Ralph got his fucking foot caught in a bear trap. Then he was shot, which is, I think, is very unsportsmanlike. I mean, yeah, he did eat the guy's kids, but that's what we do because we're fucking bears. That's just how it goes. My stomach's grumbling. I want you to know that. I can hear it from here. It sounds like you're growling at me. No, that's my stomach grumbling. Grumbling, I said. Not growling, grumbling. Growling is a totally different thing. What the fuck does it matter if I'm grumbling or growling? Plush. What do you know? Well, I know there's an interesting development. Maybe you may or may not know of this. The birds contacted me. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? Let me stop lying. I don't want you to think, you know, that they contacted me. I contacted the coalition birds, the area, because number one, I was looking for some duck in the grocery store, couldn't find any. And usually around this time of year, there's plenty of it. Oh, that's right. It's your Thanksgiving. You know, this is one of your holidays I find to be the most wonderful, especially in this country. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. As soon as we smell that smell of roasted turkey, we know within a couple of days you fat fucks are going to be stumbling around at your garbage cans. Plump, juicy, just a perfect meal. A perfect meal before hibernation. I usually snatch myself up 2 to 3 humans within a week. Put one in the cave with me, and after I sit on them, snuff them out. The other 2 I eat real quick. Ha! Pack on the fucking fat. But that's not what we're talking about here. What's this development with the birds? Well, see, I called them because, like I said, I couldn't get turkey or duck or anything, and I was like, what's going on, right? And then, you know, making mac and cheese. What does this have to do? It has everything to do with what I'm talking about, so let me finish, Detective Beard. You want the information or not? You know I do. Just like I want you to bring your lawyer next time. Look, I don't have a lawyer. Okay, I don't have a lawyer. Now, let me finish. Boom. Okay. I call them up. I'm asking them what's going on with the birds and the chicken and shit. Why can't I get any around this time of year? And also, no small shells or macaroni except for the whole wheat variety, and I don't like that one. I wanted regular macaroni to make my mac and cheese. Had to use ziti. I'm not happy about it. Damn it. That's what I said to them, right? I'm not talking to you. So, boom. They say, oh, you blah, 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 infer that I know some. Use your name. Use your name, Detective Bear. They used your name. They used it. They said something about you, trying to threaten me with you as if, me and you don't already have this, like, little thing we got here. And I'll definitely bring a lawyer the next time I see you. I promise you that. But listen, he said something about Plush. He said something about Plush. So if they're coming at me about Plush, and you're obviously coming at me about Plush, well, then, Don Squirleone snitched on some shit, so he's out for Plush. What's up with this Plush? Like, why does everybody want Plush so bad? What did Plush do? Exactly. To all you that you guys want. Don't worry about that. It's none of your business. The business is Plush. I mean, the business itself isn't Plush. The business is getting us Plush, not getting us Plush. We don't need to be Plush. We want you to bring us the squirrel known as Plush so that I can do bear things to him. Bear things? Very bear things. You're not going to eat them, are you? No. That wouldn't even be a snack. I'd be mad at myself for even attempting to put that tiny toothpick-sized morsel of rodent meat in my mouth. I'm a fucking bear. I eat big things. Big things. And squirrels are not big, even in large numbers. It's too much work. All that fuzzy tail. You speak as if I had squirrel when I was a cub. All that furry tail is nothing. It's just a piece of bone. Use it as a toothpick once you get the fur off of it, but god damn it, it makes you think it's meat and it's not meat! Alright, listen, Detective Bear. I've got a lot of shit to do, right? You know, it's Thanksgiving in a couple of days. And I still gotta find fucking macaroni and cheese and bird to eat. You know? So, if you're all set, I've gotta go. You just make sure you answer my call. I'll be hibernating in about a month, so I've still got time. And I would, suggest that you do bring that lawyer like I asked. The next, maybe his assistant as well, or her assistant. I'm not particular, as long as it's a lawyer. Nobody's gonna miss them that much. I'll see you later. I walked out, right? And as I'm coming to the front desk, I see the rabbit talking to the beaver. Don't know what they're talking about, but I slapped both of them really quick. Why did I do that, you say? Because they let me get robbed by a fucking raccoon in their establishment, and they had absolutely no intention on giving me my $50 back. So I slapped them. They knew why. That's why they didn't say shit to Detective Bear as I walked out the door. Detective Bear doesn't like raccoons. He would have been really upset if he knew that they let a raccoon in the whole fucking place in the first place. Anyway. So, yesterday, right, I'm at work. Now, there's a gang of raccoons that I've heard of, but never actually dealt with. The guy that does the trash, he handles it. Now, I want you guys to understand something. It's a very important job, the trash, for one reason, and one reason alone. The fucking gang of raccoons. Now, these raccoons are fucking, they're bad. Like, they're bad. You have to understand, I work in a dairy situation where there's obviously waste. It happens. This waste accumulates over a course of a week into hundreds, if not thousands of pounds of edible waste. Well, not edible for us, but edible for them. And other things. But they've moved into this area and they've decided that this, like they think we work for them. And if you step off that dock into their area, well, you better fucking have some goddamn bats or sticks or even an axe ready, because these raccoons are fucking prowling. They don't run. They just stand there. I thought it was a fucking joke, right? He's telling me, why don't you come help me with the trash? I'm like, help you with the trash? Like, that's so fucking hard. Well, you push a fucking gondola, you dump it. He's like, yeah, that's exactly what you do. So we get to the damn dock door, right? And there's this suit sitting there. It's like those kind of things you see them, they're training like vicious dogs. It's got the padding and the shit, face mask and stuff like that. Yeah, and there's two of them. One of them looks like it's been fucking put through the fucking ringer. The other one's brand spanking new, like it's meant for the person who's supposed to take this guy's job, right? He says, you probably want to put that on. I don't ask any questions. I'm thinking in my head, of course, like, why do I need to put this on? Like, what the fuck are you dealing with? It's trash. It's fucking trash. Oh. I put it on anyway, though, right? Stepped out the door. 4 raccoons, big raccoons, just standing there, leaning up against the fucking fence. One's leaning up against the dumpster. Says to my dude, hey, where's the fucking grub? He's like, look, man, I got fucking help. He says, I don't give a fuck. Where's the grub? You've been slacking. What's with all this cardboard and shit? We told you we need 10,000 pounds a day. Every time you step foot on this dock, bitch, 10,000 fucking pounds. The fuck is this? This is scraps. 100 fucking pounds, bitch? I can't feed my fucking troop with that shit. He slaps the dude with a clawed ass hand. I see a little bit of the padding rip off. Now I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit, this shit's getting real. So I look at him, I'm like, well, what the fuck are we gonna do, man? I see the eyeballs of more raccoons popping up. And I mean a whole bunch of them, yo. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that YouTube video where the dude is like feeding them on the back porch and there's like fucking 10 or 12 or 13 or 14. This was more than that. I lost count after I saw about 75 pairs of eyeballs. Not 75 eyes, obviously, because that wouldn't make sense, because that would mean there was a one-eyed raccoon, which there was, but that's not what I saw at the time. I saw 75 pairs of eyeballs. 75 pairs. That's 75 goddamn raccoons in one place. Now I'm wondering, where the fuck is the gun at? Like, are you seriously gonna just sit here and try to manage with these guys? He's like, I don't have a choice, man. I was like, yeah, you do. He's like, no, you don't. There used to be 4 of those suits. I said, well, what happened to the other 2? One of them disappeared with the guy in it. We watched the raccoons drag him off. You guys didn't try to help him? No, we didn't. We told him not to go down there. He went down there. That's what happens. The second guy, well, we sent what was left of him and the suit to his wife so she could bury something. How do you guys allow this to happen and nobody knows about it? Oh, everybody knows about it, but there's nothing you can do. It's the fucking raccoon armada. They just fucking run shit. What are you gonna do? Let you through wires. We have telephone service and electrical because they allow it. So you gotta come out here every day and feed these fuckers, and if you don't feed them, the guy jumps up, slaps me in the mask. Pow! You know, raccoon. Because he doesn't like the words that are coming out of my mouth. I guess he was gonna try to tell me how things are gonna work. So I let him know real fast. You know, I got connections in Woodland PD, bitch. He spit in my fucking mask face. I kicked him. Didn't do like it does with the squirrels, but he oomphed a little bit, slapped him, then gave him a knee, right? Now, of course, the dude I'm with is looking at me like I'm fucking crazy because apparently, you know, I guess what I was doing was bad, but he doesn't have Detective Bear for backup. All I gotta do is tell Detective Bear these fucking raccoons know something about plush. Detective Bear doesn't like raccoons anyway. I'll have him over here in a heartbeat slapping raccoons like it's nobody's fucking business. Well, mauling them, because, you know, they don't have retractable claws. So he'd be mauling them, like tearing their little masks off their faces, revealing their identities to the rest of them as a bunch of slobs that aren't really raccoons, but some that act like they're raccoons just so they can be down with the raccoon gang. Which I seen it happen. I saw a couple of badgers. In the mix. Little cat. I don't even know why they let the cat, you know, chill with him and shit, because it's a cat. But he's got the little mask on, so they're like, oh yeah, he's a raccoon with us now. Anyway, right, back to what I was saying. Boom. I slapped him, beat him, hit him, kicked him, kneed him. Boom. He's not happy about this shit, right? As soon as he goes to like do a little finger snap, tell his boys to do some shit, I pull out Detective Bear's fucking card. Pow! Put it in his face. Bam. He looks at it. He backs the fuck up. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, you know now, bitch. You know now. So let's establish something real fast. You don't get 10,000 pounds. You get whatever the fuck we put out here. And be happy about it, that you get it. Do anything fucked up, funny, or anything sideways. And I'm going to tell Detective Bear that not only do you know something about plush, but that you're working with him. We don't even know the guy. Don't lie. Don't lie. Everybody knows plush. God damn it. You know him too. I know you do. Look at your little gang. You probably work for him, don't you? No, I swear to God we don't. I swear to God we don't. This is our own little thing. He has nothing to do with it. Please don't tell him. Oh, don't tell who? Detective Bear? Neither one of them. Don't tell either one of them. Detective Bear or plush. I mean, the whole base went right out this fucking raccoon's voice immediately after mentioning of plush and Detective Bear. So now, I'm intrigued. Just who is plush? I mean, I know my run-ins with him, but he's just a squirrel with a plush fur coat with a hoodie and a tail attachment. to make them extra plush bush, as I told you before, right? Now anyway, I go back into work, leave, finish cleaning up and shit. I call Plush up, right? Which was kind of stupid for me to do, but I needed some information that only he would have. He answered the phone. What's going on? I said, look, Plush, I got birds fucking with me, and I was just talking to some fucking raccoons. And when I mentioned your name, they got shook as fuck. I mean, this dude would sound like Barry White, and went from Barry White to like, I don't know, a person with a very high voice like Mariah Carey, but I didn't want to say that. But yes, like that. At the mention of your name. And I mentioned Detective Bear first, and he was scared, but not like he was when I said Plush. So what's going on? What do you know about West Middlesex, Plush? And what's up with the fucking coalition of birds? Starving me out, taking macaroni and cheese, well, macaroni and small shells. So I can't make macaroni and cheese or shells and cheese. Had to make ziti and cheese, Plush. I'm not happy about that because I don't make ziti and cheese. I make mac and cheese. What would you call it for short? Zit and cheese? That sounds gross. Gross! Look, man, if you're finished with your bullshit, I've got things to do. Whoa, Plush. That's not how you were talking to me when you needed me to kind of steer Detective Bear away from you. Well, he's about to go into hibernation, so why do I care? Oh, you will care, because he's got another month left, bitch. And he wants you bad. Forgot to tell you about that. I went to go see him today. Oh, you did you? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Anyway, right? So I went to see him, talked to him. Well, I didn't have much of a choice. I got robbed by raccoon, Plush. All right, so here's what's going to happen. This is what I want. I want you to send a message to the raccoons. A violent one. In fact, I want a raccoon dead. Head off, tail chopped, stuck somewhere where raccoons will see this, Plush. Or guess what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I'm going to let Detective Bear know about some of the stuff that you don't want him to know about. And he's going to be there with Captain Hawk and maybe Sergeant Bambi's son or daughter, perhaps. I don't know. Either way, they're coming, and you won't like it. So that's what I want done. Because, oh yeah, and fuck with the birds, too. Because, you know, they fucked up my goddamn Thanksgiving plans. All right? And what's in this for me? I just told you what was in it for you. I won't tell Detective Bear about things that you don't want him to know about. That should be enough in itself, my friend. Now, of course, I could hear his hesitance. He didn't want to do it because he knew killing a raccoon would start a war. Not that I would be worried because, like I said, these raccoons over here who were beating up people, shredding them and shit, sending pieces home in a box, are scared of Plush. So I figured, yeah, I'm gonna throw some of that weight behind me too, you know. But I don't want them to know that I work with Plush, right? Because then they'll run and tell Detective Bear, even though they know Detective Bear doesn't like them, but he really wants Plush. Really wants him. I don't know why. Anyway, so here it is today, right? Thanksgiving Day. Look at my ziti and cheese. Mad when I woke up this morning. Stepped outside. Looked around. I see a little woodchuck. Corner of the building. He's like, psst, psst, come here, come here. So, you know, I go over there to see what he wants. He's like, hey, listen. I'm like, yeah, I am listening. That's why I'm over here. So what's up? Watch your back. He goes to like hurry away and just drops dead. I'm looking around and I see a little hole in the back of his head. They fucking shot him. Who shot him, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out now. You know, I came in the house and was like, damn, somebody just shot a fucking woodchuck. That was weird. Maybe they were shooting him to eat him. You know, it might not have had anything to do with what he was saying, but he said, watch my back. So, you know, I don't know what could happen today. I'm a little nervous. I'm supposed to be going out for Thanksgiving dinner, Family was invited to go spend Thanksgiving with the family that we met out here. And that's what we're going to do. But I'm worried. I'm not going to lie to you. Anything could happen, This coalition of birds doing what they're doing. This whole raccoon mess. Plush, Detective Bear. And there's one other person who I got a phone call from not too long ago, and I'm not happy about it. The fucking Grinch. Now you're asking yourself, what the fuck does the Grinch have to do with Plush, Detective Bear? I have no idea. But he called me. Now he didn't say anything about any of these things, but it's just funny the timing, right? It's just funny the timing. Not only that, right? Remember the little aliens I told you about? Miniature, like people size, follow me around, were cool, told me about the whole alien invasion plan thing. Well, they stopped by like about 40 minutes ago. I should have probably led with that, right? Like that would have been a more interesting start of a story. Would be to tell you about the aliens that were knocking at my door this morning. Letting me know about some more stuff. You're asking yourself, what does aliens have to do with the Grinch and Plush? I don't know. Nothing. Everything, maybe. I guess we're just gonna have to tune in the next story and find out exactly what all these things have to do with one another. Till then, folks, you have a happy Thanksgiving. Stuff your faces. Shove food down your mouths until you're so fat that you feel like you're going to explode. Make that button pop on your pants. Tell everyone to wear safety glasses, though, because you don't want to put anybody's eye out. That would be rather tragic ending to a Thanksgiving. Could you imagine, like, on a news story, if that actually did happen in a news story, like somebody was like, and today, family in Oregon is mourning the loss of 3 family members at Thanksgiving dinner. It was said that the father had too much turkey, which caused his metal button on his jeans to pop violently, striking the wife in the face, which then ricocheted, hit the son, and then ricocheted once more, killing the father. The whole family murdered by fat sack of fatness. That would be a crazy headline. You know what else would be a crazy headline? A crazy headline would be that, people who aren't fighting wars or would ever have to fight them would actually stop sending people to them for the purpose of them making more money. Like, that would be a good thing, right? Don't you think? It's supposed to be the time of year we're all supposed to be, goodwill towards everyone and happiness and joy. I'm not seeing a whole lot of that in the world right now, people. I'm not seeing a whole lot in the world at all. In fact, I'm seeing the exact opposite of that. Among the ones in charge, I'd say most people along our level of the reality plane are kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to do me. Live for my family, enjoy life, and that's that. Right? Of course. See, that's what the aliens were kind of telling me about. Is you guys are fucking up big time, man. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's not me or most of us. In fact, like 90% of us don't like what the hell is going on in the world right now. Well, that's too many for us to take off the planet when it's destroyed. Whoa! destroyed, who's going to destroy the planet? We are, goddammit. Like, wait. Come on. Now, I thought we had an agreement here, man. Thought we had discussed this before. We discussed your family, not everybody else's family. Like, you know, we're not going to run around all over the fucking place picking up people like hitchhikers. Hitchhiking to outer space. No. You guys are destructive. We're kind of wondering if we should bring any of you at all. Well, listen. I have a true feeling, aliens, that humanity will prevail, just not right this moment. You gotta give us some time, you know. We gotta suffer a little bit more because for whatever strange reason, it seems that our greatness comes from the amount of suffering that we inflict upon ourselves. Sadomasochists, by design. It's terrible. It's like we don't feel like we're living unless we're either watching others suffer or suffering ourselves. It's a very miserable way to go through life if you think about it. Ugh. It feels disgusting. Just trying to think that way, like make myself think of making other people's lives miserable. Like what does a miserable person do? I know this isn't a story anymore, but it's Thanksgiving Day, so I just want to talk a little shit because I haven't done this in a while. But what do miserable people do when they wake up in the morning, I wonder? Do they have like a checklist of fucked up shit to do? Wake up and ruin someone's day. Okay, you know, talk shit about everything. Fill your mind with negativity and misery and just throw that at everybody. I mean, I've seen petty people do things, but I wonder, is it an active thing in their brain that they put themselves to do? Like, you know, good people sometimes will give themselves a list of good things to do, only because they want to do more good things. You know, that's how I feel about it. Like, what good can I do today? You know, shit like that. But do they think, like, what bad can I do today? Or are they just that fucked up? They think they're doing good stuff, but then it's not good. Or do they actually know that they're not? I mean, some of them I know have to know. They have to know. Like, they know. I don't understand people like that. I don't. If I don't enjoy your company, I'm not going to be around you. Just why? You know how exhausting it is to be around people you do not enjoy being around? I don't have time to be like fake and phony and pretend that I'm enjoying someone's company. Why? What is it doing for me? Nothing. What is it doing for them? In the long run, nothing. It gives them a false sense of some kind of friendship that you don't have because you don't give two shits. So they're like pouring all their, you know, probably genuine feelings into this fake ass friendship, which will end on some probably fucked up terms, leaving them feeling like, what the fuck just happened? What? Huh? I thought we was friends. Like, no, dude, like, right? Like, why? That seems like it would take way much more effort than to just not deal with people that you don't find to be suitable for you, let's say. And that's not being mean, I don't think. I mean, like, if you don't prefer... Alright, perfect example. Let's say you're a mime, right? And you hang out with nothing but mimes because you enjoy the company of mimes. Now, clowns, although similar, are not the same, right? They talk, make noise, do all types of weird-ass shit, while mimes just pantomime. You know, they sit there making it seem like they're trapped in shit or doing things that they're not doing, all while being quiet. In fact, I kind of think mimes are a little creepier than fucking clowns, you know? Clowns make noise and shit with the little horn that they have, so you can hear them coming. They're colorful and bright, but mimes be trying to be like ninjas and shit, but that's not the point. The point is this. Boom. So the mimes don't like the clowns, right? They just don't really, it's not that they don't like them, they wish them any ill will, they just don't particularly care with hanging out with clowns, right? So you got this one mime who is like, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hang out with clowns. Why? Just because I want to be nice to them somehow? How does that, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And it's not that they're being mean, like I said. I don't prefer to be around mimes or clowns. So, you know, I'm not going to hang around mimes or clowns. That way I don't have to make them feel uncomfortable when they feel that I'm being ingenuine. Like, oh, this guy really doesn't know anything about mimes. No, I don't. Like, yeah, you guys are awesome. You're so entertaining. No, you're not. Not to me, anyway. I mean, to other people, you probably are. They're probably like, yay, clowns and mimes. I like scary clowns that are doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. You know, like maybe they had like little the little horn, and instead of it being like weeky weeky, it does something else like squirts acid in somebody's face, and they're like, oh god, ah! And the big shoes that they wear, they would be some kind of weapon, of course, that you know the clown would use to murder people. Maybe it would be like a sledgehammer. You stomp your foot with it and crush your toes. Ah! You fall over, and then they'll beat you about the neck and head with a sock filled with batteries and rocks, and pieces of broken glass. I know what you're thinking. What the fuck is this guy talking about? All types of shit. All types of shit. For those of you who are expecting this to be wholesome, good, or any stuff that's not bad, well, you're wrong. Just because it says Thanksgiving does not mean that you'll be thanking me for giving you these nightmares that you're going to have later. You won't. I promise you. We're going to take a journey. All right? We're going to take a journey. We're going to take a journey into a place that I suggest that you strap on your goddamn seatbelt. And your, like, that thing that, you know, Magneto wears on his head to keep fucking Xavier, Professor X, from fucking with him. Yeah, put that on because you're going to need it. We're going in my head. I need this right now because lately inside of my head has been a very not even chaotic place. Normally it's chaotic, but it's lately been like an absolute fucking catastrophe in there. It's like a really hectic battle in Planetside where you don't know where anything is coming from. It's just total mayhem. Explosions here. Fucking don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, right? But somehow, within the past few weeks, the crazy door, the very back, in the darkest crevices, somebody unlocked it, and some shit got out, right? I had to go in there and put it back, or, you know, eradicate it, which is why it's back there, because I can't get rid of it. But it got out. It started, like, crawling into different parts of my mind, sitting there infecting my neurons and shit. You know, for some small times I didn't feel I was totally in control of myself, right? This darkness that crept out of the cracks, reality in my brain said, hey, listen, I want to do stuff, and you're gonna do it because you let me out. I'm like, no, I didn't. Where are you? I'm everywhere. Well, more specifically, please, where are you centrally located at, so I can put you back where you're supposed to be? Of course, it didn't agree to that at all. At all. It did not go out easy. It was a fight with them here, which is weird. And think of it like, you know, maybe it could be like a barbarian type thing. Here I come. Not the biggest dude, obviously. Brains, little tactics, strategy. But I got my sword. If I gotta get close to chop this son of a bitch to pieces, which I probably will have to do, or figure out a way to trap it, right? Here I am walking through the crevices of my mind. It's like dark, jagged canyons, lava flows, fucking meteorite crashes, random asteroids smashing into it. Just craziness. Of course, you don't die in there. Well, I haven't died in there. But it's craziness. Just think of it that way, right? And here I am looking for this darkness that has crept into the rest of my brain, right? Now, obviously, it's not hard for this to hide. It's dark in there sometimes. But I find it, right? Fucking battle ensues. It was a fierce fight. This thing did not want to go back where it was supposed to be, which is locked away in that room where it can do no harm to me or anyone else. Right? Wasn't happy about it at all. Anyway, folks, so listen. Have a wonderful day today. Whatever you're doing, make sure you do it with family. Do it with love. You don't have to be tender with the love, but just love. Even if you have to say it to somebody that you do love, but they make you mad, like, I love you, God damn it. Give your kids a hug. If you have a spouse, wife, or a husband, hug them. Give them a big old hug. Tell them you love them. Sit down with your family. Whatever you do, just do it together. And do it with love. Love! And don't turn on the news. Don't subscribe to any negative shit. Because that's all they're talking about now. Who wants to hear that? If they're going to nuke the world, they're going to nuke the world. There's nothing any of us can do to stop them. So, with that being said, folks, let's just live until we can't anymore. But that doesn't mean do wild and crazy shit. It means do what matters most. Because even if something catastrophic happens, we're not all going to die, right? So, it begs to reason that we should teach whoever may be the survivors as much love and compassion as humanly fucking possible. As if the world is going to end tomorrow. That doesn't mean be fools and that super generous. I never said generous. I said loving and compassionate. Generosity should be earned, right? You don't just give everything because people don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Be smart about it. But love and compassion are free. It doesn't cost anything to give those. Not at all. So I love you all, folks. You guys take care of yourselves, and like I said, enjoy your day. And I'll be back later. Maybe not today, but I'll be back. Definitely going to be doing some more gaming. If you guys did not catch last night's Planet Side live stream, you missed some good 5-man action. Like, we held it down in a 5-man squad. Like, pivotal shit. I mean, we lost the overall battle that day, or war. Well, the war is perpetual. So, for that particular session, we did lose. And I'll tell you why. Because our command structure fell apart. They were doing all this talking and joking around and laughing about this, that, and the other. And yes, it's a game, but come on, man, it's competitive. Let's be serious sometimes. All this chatter on comms. Go here, go there, go here. They spread our forces too thin. We had no concentrated effort. And if 5 people could take a major base, well, what could 100 people do? If any of you play Planet Side 2 and you just so happen to see painful deaths, shoot and stab, Miles AO, or Omen G T4345A, well, say what up. NOWC is the tag for the outfit, folks. And once again, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you later.